Okay, uh, the topic name is Forsley Sealy discriminator. So FM detector and demodulator. So under that there are so many classification already we seen. Slope detector, um, frequency discriminator. Now Foster Sealy discriminator or demodulator. So this FM demodulated circuit invented by Dudley E. Foster. So and Stuart William Sealy at 1936. So they are invented. These two people they are invented Foster demodulator. So based on their name, they given Foster. The first one is named Foster, and second one name they took from Sealy. So Foster Sealy discriminator. So actually, they made for automatic frequency control. Actually, they originally they intend to make the circuit automatically frequency control, but widely they used for FM demodulator. But this circuit is very familiar in 1970, not now. So this circuit widely used for radio communication and two-way radio communication broadcasting. So there the Foster Sealy discrimination methods are used. So next one is working operation. Mm, yeah, see the diagram. Oh, so we have the transformer, primary transformer and secondary transformer. So the total setup we can call as a RF transformer, and some pair of diode also present in that circuit diagram, and then RF chokes, um, then diode, then capacitor also there. Um, so the transformer. That is why they are used. So there's a conversion of one form to another form. So previously we saw the transformer used for changing FM to AM like that. Okay, we can change the form of the waveform. Then mm, yeah, the R of choke in this diagram, actually it is a third winding, but it is not a third transformer. So we avoiding the transformer, we just used for R of choke in the diagram. And finally, the total circuit, mainly we want final output is original waveform. That means original nature voice or whatever it may be. So nature signal we wanted, because modulated signal will given the input to the Fourier Seedley method, and finally we have to separate the carrier signal or whatever it may be, and finally we want original signal. So here FM using the transformer, it will be changing the form FM to AM. Then again we have the pairs of diodes is there. Diode is controlled by carrier signal. So carrier signal, here we are using carrier signal, that is unmodulated carrier signals are used for for controlling the diodes, because if we modulated signal carrier means the amplitude might be vary. So unmodulated carrier signals are used for control the diodes. So when the carrier signal is positive, then diode is forward bias when it will be on, and similarly when the carrier signal is negative, the diode getting reverse bias, that will be off. So we have the capacitance for charging and discharging while diode on off. When diode is on, the capacitor will be charged, and diode off when capacitor will be discharged. So based on that, finally we have found the detector, uh, the envelope detector like D1 and C1. Similarly, D2 and C2. We have two types of like envelope detector. So the total output we can get it audio output. That means original signal. These forcefully simply sealing circuits mainly operated by phase difference between two signals, because that's why we are using pair of diodes. So here we are using D1 and then D2. So that phase difference we can easily to get the original signal. Then transformer as the capacitors, everything, the center type transformer. So that's a 90-degree phase shift. So 90-degree phase shift. Due to that, we can get the original signal. And finally, the choke. So we saw the choke from the diagram. So that diagram, that is ensure there is no RF signals appear on the output. So that's the use of we are using choke. Then capacitor C1 and C2. That's a very familiar for filtering function. An advantage for Foster-City FM discriminator. So what's the advantage? It's offer good level of performance, reasonable linearity, and then high output, then ratio detector, provide more linear output. Consumption of power is less compared to previous one. The ratio circuit. Disadvantage of firstly silly method is high cost because we are using transformer. Transformer is high cost, and then bandwidth is very narrower, and it is a very sensitive circuit. Then it is little bit complex. Okay, because it is some maximum some kind of extra components are available in compared to previous one. So it will be complex. Okay, so these are the disadvantages in force study method. And next one, PLL FM demodulator, phase lock loop FM demodulator, and this is another important one. So PLL FM demodulator found in many radio equipment broadcasting devices. So PLL technology actually it eliminate the this forcefully silly method, because forcefully silly method is the costly RF transformer. So that's why we are going for demodulation. We use PLL FM detector. So the phase lock loop FM detector. So it doesn't want a inductor or transformer or whatever it may be. It's simple circuit. So this FM demodulator. So what are the components in FM demodulator? Yeah, see the components. Uh, so it's look like phase discriminator. FM input, then phase detector, low pass filter, amplifier, voltage control oscillator, and final output. So PLL basically negative. It is a feedback circuit. So we see a voltage control oscillator also there. So we have connected together with the feedback loop. So that VCO it's a sine wave generator. So it will be voltage applied external source. So VCO, that's a proportional frequency. It's a proportional of frequency to the input voltage. And phase lock loop PLL is primarily used for tracking the phase frequency of the carrier. And PLL mainly used for large noise and low signal power. PLL mostly suitable for space vehicle to earth data. That means mainly used for that space to earth. Those are are transforming the information from there to here or here to there. So there we are there the PLL is most suitable. And then recently found all commercial FM receiver that PLLs are used. So see the diagram. Just now we discussed this diagram and what are the working operation. You will see that if you want to original output, then you have to give the input of a modulated signal of frequency modulation that is given to the phase detector. Then phase detector it send the output to low pass filter. Low pass filter it will be eliminate the high frequency component. So after eliminating high frequency component, then amplifier will be amplify the signal and send it to the demodulated output. But initially demodulated output will be zero. The voltage control oscillator also input also getting zero. So because of that, the voltage control oscillator that is that's a frequency proportional to the input voltage. So input voltage is zero, the frequency also zero. The first one is it won't be matched. So the difference between FM input and output of the voltage control oscillator, that is a bit error. We can say that is a bit error. Once it is matched, once the error is matched, that means the output of the voltage control oscillator, the frequency input will be sent to phase detector, then low pass filter, then amplifier, finally that low pass filter eliminating the high frequency component, and final demodulate output again that will be sent to the voltage control oscillator. The loop is keep on going, and finally it will be matched with the input signal. Once it is matched the input signal, then we will get the output. So until that, we can say that is a bit error. Okay. uh, yeah, so this is operation for PLL. uh, so finally the two signal S of t and B of t are synchronized and the PLL is locked, then the incoming signal S of t. So this is the output of signal. Okay, then final one is difference between amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. So these are the difference for amplitude and frequency modulation. So we already seen about amplitude modulation for first unit and second unit frequency modulation. So these are the difference we have. We already saw from previous videos. Okay. uh, So amplitude modulation is mainly used for wherever the poor sound quality there might be used. Then better sound quality you need to go for frequency modulation. And wherever if you are going to use very high frequency, you have to use frequency modulation. If you are using middle or just a high frequency, you can go to amplitude modulation. And if you want to operate the frequency range 88 to 108 megahertz, you should go frequency modulation. And if you want to go frequency range 5352 to 1705 kilohertz, then you can go AM modulation. So obviously AM modulation is low quality and frequency modulation is getting high quality. The range of bandwidth is 10 kilohertz. Here the frequency modulation is 200 kilohertz. And mm, so amplitude of the carrier is varied, and then send the data. Here frequency of the carrier is varied, and then send the data and information. And there it is only two sidebands. Here infinite number of sidebands there, because we give W wideband frequency also here applied. AM modulation having simple circuit and frequency model having complex circuit. And then modulation index value 0 to 1, and here greater than 1. Okay, thank you. So I think the unit 2 over. Thank you.